Defense attorney Mark Agnifilo said that the evidence was overwhelming, that Cassie wanted to participate in freak-offs, and he said they were consensual. He said she was always free to leave Diddy, but stayed because she loved him.
Because the Diddy trial is coming to a close.
It's coming
I
to an
can't
end.
say I'm gonna miss it because it was shocking the first couple weeks, and then like these last couple weeks, it's just been kind of.
I'm gonna say this: it did not live up to the hype that I thought it was going to give
Those
us.
first 2 weeks did.
There were claims of who made who urinate on who.
She describes a freak-off where Diddy and another man, an escort, are standing on top of her while she is laying on the floor, high off of ecstasy, and they are urinating on her face to the point where she is choking on their pee. And to further,
Cassie, I know damn well you ain't let nobody piss in your mouth. And you ain't need to know.
I
didn't know people got peed on.
Well, I already got.
No. That took Cassie down a lot. I ain't know she got peed on.
I mean, I didn't know she got but
apparently her husband didn't either.
Alex a strong man. He a good man. He securing his manhood. And that's why he gonna stay with her? Okay. Even with all of that being said, there is only so much ridicule a man can take. Okay?
But what you recall is said that did she say she was getting peed on? So
not peed on, peed in the mouth.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
that till the trial.
Didn't Young Miami say she was getting?
That was Young Miami. We didn't know that was contagious.
If they take a shower, if you like golden showers, I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere. You like it?
I just like it.
I figure if one's doing it, if a person has a fetish for something, they're going to continue on with that fetish.
Right. Yeah.
It didn't just start with her.
No, it didn't.
So you could go on down. It might even be your girl. Who knows? Like
again, but
J-Lo might be that. She might have been.
I mean, but again, though, I mean, who cares? That's what he like to do.
Look, I'm not shaming nobody.
That's what he like to do.
I mean,
come on, man, that's nasty.
I mean, hell, you got some. And listen, we got some freaky ass.
The day, as long as two people or however many people are consenting,
I mean,
regardless of how you look at it, a person's kink is a person's kink.
This was just a smear campaign. That's all.
On top of that, you'd be surprised at what some of these chicks you would never think would be doing.
Man,
Like,
no, I know.
You around a billionaire, listen, dude. That done for a lot less. You
know what they do it? Some do it for free. What did you
so the fact that you around somebody that could change your life or will change your life in some fact that they're gonna do whatever.
And you probably took a liking to it.
Yeah,
so now
you get paid to live a lifestyle.
But now, after you done it for so long, that might be your kink now.
Right.
So now that's what Cassie.
All he was a damn swingers. That's all. He had a big swinger party.
So it looks like Diddy's lawyer on Friday made their final deliberating arguments, their final appeal to the jury on those racketeering and trafficking charges. And even Diddy's lawyer was like, hey, my client's a goddamn freak. He's a swinger, he has a drug problem, and he beat his girlfriend's ass. But he is not a racketeer, and he is not a trafficker of the same variety. That's basically what the lawyer said.
Yeah, I mean, shit, they ain't even
trafficker.
Yes,
he is. He's the only place is legal is Nevada. So he's a trafficker.
No,
but the other stuff, nah. Like,
pay for somebody's services, man.
It doesn't matter by eye of the law that is trafficking. You cannot go
He
from.
flew him in.
He's not.
Trafficking. They avoided the traffic.
No, he's not. He's not sex trafficking.
Trafficking, regardless of how you look.
Trafficking. It's forced labor. They mean you're doing it against your will, and you cannot stop until the hell they tell you to stop. They was willing participants.
And that's what the defense argued. They said everybody was willing participant,
and all of them enjoyed the lifestyle until the prosecutor came at them, basically saying, "Well, if we get some dirt on you, we're going to prosecute you. But if you get on the stand, we'll give you immunity." Boom.
Nevertheless, I don't see.
You can't skip over that.
Look, I told you how I feel on it. Like, to me, it's trafficking, regardless of what. That's how I feel.
The prosecution rested Monday after 7 weeks and 34 witnesses. Diddy didn't testify. His lawyers wrapped in under 30 minutes. On Wednesday, some charges were dropped, like kidnapping and arson. Closing arguments are happening now. a verdict could drop as early as next week. The jury's decision will come down to consent, credibility, and control.
The defense is basically saying that he was targeted because of this racket, or the racketeering charge is because he was targeted by the government, because the case began with a lawsuit and not anyone making a report to any law enforcement.
Exactly.
So they're saying he's indicted by himself.
Exactly. And that's exactly what it is.
No witnesses testified to being part of his enterprise either.
So I mean,
You got a one-man show.
A one-man show. A one-man
Nobody,
criminal
anybody. That's a one-man criminal organization. He forced everybody at the swingers party. He forced them to everybody do all the things that we. I mean, that don't make it. Yo, nobody.
I mean, if he's the one who's like, then I'm not saying he's forcing, but he's the main
You're
one,
stretching
isn't
the
he?
law now.
Is he the main one?
No, it's either he did or he didn't.
Is he the main one?
What you mean? Cassie was in on it.
Is he financing
Cassie
it?
was in it. She was involved in it.
Huh?
Is he financing what?
The freak offs and stuff like that. Is he? Is he?
I mean, I'm sure it's
financing
his
all of
money.
this? So,
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's not. But nobody, everybody,
the law is saying,
the law. That's not the law. Nobody that came up there testifying, even the ones that was given immunity, said he done so.
Well, like I said, I don't think the feds are going to wear this egg on their face. He's going to get something. It's not going to be big, but it's going to be something.
Feds have law cases. The feds win most of their cases against poor individuals who doesn't have the money or the resources. When you got the money and the resources to fight them, you have a chance to win. That's why their conviction rate is as high as it is. Because if you look at the conviction rate that they have, you will look at it. Every one of them convictions are people that doesn't have the money or the resources to fight them.
Well, we'll see. If he gets something, he does. If he gets off,
and then, like I said, we already
done.
done. It's already out there. Even if he were to get convicted, he's going to get pardoned.
Apprentice, you mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me. Mr. President.
Do you assume he's going to get pardoned?
I ain't assuming shit.
You assume
Trump going
he's
to pardon his ass, bro. Because if he wasn't going to pardon him, he would have shut that shit down when the question was asked him. He would have said no. He said, well, ain't nobody called me. Yeah.
You assume.
Ain't nobody assuming.
Yeah, I don't put faith in Trump for anything.
He's going to pardon him, bro.
All I'm saying is you're assuming. That's it.
Hey, ain't no assuming. Hey, because if Trump wasn't going to do it, he would have said no.
He lies all the time. When do we take Donald Trump at his word?
That's why I said.
That's why the Hispanics are in the situation they in now, because he lies all the time.
Hey, Trump is about that paper. You got that money, he's going to pardon you. If Lil Wayne got pardoned and goddamn NBA YoungBoy got pardoned, these
got pardoned.
Yeah, these
paper like.
Ain't got paper like Diddy. Like, come on, dog. Yeah, I'm like, the paper is there, bro. You got the money, and then that would be, and this is why I say Trump.
R. Kelly sitting there, he got money. I'm sure.
R. Kelly ain't no billionaire, dog.
Well, it ain't. Neither's NBA YoungBoy.
Right, exactly.
But you're jumping up that they got money.
No,
R. Kelly got money.
No, he don't. He don't have Diddy money.
But he got NBA YoungBoy money, I'm sure.
So what I'm saying is, this is why I'm trying to say. This is why I say Trump is going to do it. Number one, he got a billionaire, somebody that's popular, out on a federal charge. He gave him a pardon. He gonna like, look, y'all, look, black people, look what I did. I got one of your people out again. I'm a good president. Yeah, he gonna do that. Money talk, bullshit walks right now. It's being shown in your face.
I don't put much faith in Trump for doing anything he's expected to do. I just, I'm not saying he wouldn't give Diddy a pardon. I just don't trust Trump at his word or anything like that. I wouldn't hold my breath. But regardless, in addition to the closing arguments, Diddy's son Christian Combs released new music
With Kanye?
Yeah, with King Combs. He released not just a song, but a 7-song EP.
King Combs has released a surprise EP called Never Stop. One of the key things that I noticed about this EP is that Ye is actually named as the executive producer on it. I also noticed that there is a song on the EP called Diddy Free. And when you're listening to the song, in the chorus, I wrote it down just so I make sure I don't mess it up. It says, "Iggas ain't going to sleep till we see Diddy free." I found that quite interesting. It's
him and Kanye.
Yeah. and it's called Diddy Free.
Kanye would be around. Kanye would be around somewhere.
It's called Diddy Free.
Oh my God.
Diddy Free is the way to be. I don't know.
Hey, look, Kanye finds a way to keep his name.
Kanye just hang around long enough.
Look, you cannot. Hey, cancel culture can't with Kanye, boy. He cancel culture proof, boy.
Kanye just be hanging around.
Hey, look, you gotta give Kanye his props, bro. Cause that going nowhere. He's gonna be. You gonna keep talking about Kanye, even if you don't want to talk about Kanye.
When we say he crazy, baby, he ain't that crazy.
And watch that shit go platinum too, because he go. What people say, Kanye made good music. I mean, so I haven't listened to it. I'm gonna listen to it now.
Okay, now how many kids does Diddy have?
How many what?
Children does Diddy have? Doesn't he have like 5, maybe 4 or 5? The only reason I'm bringing it up is because they all found out at the same time their father likes and rubbed on his nipples, and I'm just like,
their daddy's
how would you
freak.
feel if you found out your dad was rubbing other dudes on your nipples?
7. He's got
7 kids just found out their daddy
like rubbed on his nipples
by a dude named the Punisher. That's crazy.
And like I told y'all the other week, he coming back out and do the same stuff.
Yo, yeah. Once a freak, always a freak. There's no
and he probably gonna push it to the limit now.
He gonna
push it to the limit.
He gonna sell. He gonna sell the freak off tapes now. Y'all gonna see him. He gonna he gonna get paid off.
No, because you would have to have the permission of the people on it to do that.
And I don't. And some of those people aren't going to give
AI
permission.
Them shits.
They did do AI of the trial. I was reading they recreated the trial through AI using the transcript from the actual trial. So I haven't seen it yet, but I thought that was interesting. Yeah. Charles asked, why is King Combs still trying to rap? He is the worst rapping son of hip hop since JoJo Simmons.
Hey,
that is true.
He ride his daddy's name.
Because Kanye there.
And he got Kanye on.
Kanye
but
in
also
his ear.
remember there was Diggy Simmons, who was actually pretty decent lyrically.
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard what's my boy's name? Christian
King Combs.
I've never heard not one song from him ever.
Never, me
ever.
I don't know. I'm going to listen.
And I'm not going to check it out.
I'm going to check it out.
I'm not
going to check it out. Kanye on it.
Kanye album with
Kanye
Christian
produced
Combs.
I gotta see what it sound like.
Yeah, I'm not eager. I've heard him rap once. Didn't they do a remix on some Diddy song? Wasn't it like I don't know if it was special delivery.
So how can we truly judge him if we don't listen to it? At least give him.
He might be the second coming of Rakim.
You gotta check and see.
One thing about the hip hop wire is your name carries. If you're dope, even if you're not dope, your name gonna be heard. I've heard of a lot of. That's kind of what got me out of that hip, because people were saying such and such is dope, such and such is dope. You go check them out, you're like, nah, such and such ain't dope. So, okay, I'll give him one song. I'll check out one song him and Kanye did.
Okay, it doesn't mean it's about his dad.
Cool. I'll give him one song. I'll give him one play.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see. So, did they ever say when? I don't know when they plan on giving the verdict or anything.
Probably next week sometime.
It's going to be this week.
Yeah, it's going to be this week.
Upcoming week. Well, I mean, 4th of July is Friday, so
it's gonna. It'll probably be before the 4th.
Probably Wednesday. Wednesday.
I'll say no later than Thursday.
Yeah, it can't be later than Thursday because then that would go into a long weekend. So it's got to be like Wednesday.
You think they're going to riot OJ style?
No,
not OJ. Rodney King style.
If he gets convicted, he just gets convicted. Like no, they're not.
But he'll be out next week.
If he gets free, he gets free.
That'd be ill.
I do. There is like a kind of divide though. There's one side who believes he's guilty. There's one side who believes he's not. And
I just believe he's disgusting.
I mean, more people has come out openly talking. I've seen on the chat online. More people has come out openly, basically siding with them, saying that the government hasn't proven their case.
Before the trial started, I said put them under the prison, throw away the key. But once I started hearing the stories, I don't see it. Where's the crimes? Yes, there is domestic violence, but that's not one of the charges.
It is proven that what we've been talking about. He's just a freak. That's all. They smear campaign. Before when it first started, it was quiet as hell.
Yeah.
Now it's a whole lot of people talking like, nah, government ain't proving their case. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him getting guilty, and they talking loud, men and women.
But it depends on the jury. Like regardless of how the court of public opinion.
I mean, of course, but
the jury.
I got you. But remember, the court of public opinion is what driven this whole thing, because that's the reason why.
But are we taking?
They dropped. That's why they dropped. They leaked the Cassie video because they wanted the court of opinion to change on Diddy, and it did. Once it did, now the feds come in charging with the shit they were charging. Everybody like, yeah, hang his ass. So now that the shit been out now and the trial has been going on, people like, hold up.
But
y'all ain't proving that shit.
We still have the same thing though. I don't think that Diddy can recover from this.
He can.
I don't think so.
Man, listen.
I don't think he can recover from this.
If Trump can survive,
Trump has a whole different fan.
No, it ain't, bro. No. We're not doing that, man. And see, that's the problem.
Right.
Because he's old, white. Who gives a? Diddy got more money.
That's the whole reason.
The problem is no. Wait. You're sitting here you're giving him a pass because he's white, he's old. Like that don't mean nothing. Everybody got the same rule. It applies. That's all I'm saying.
His peers are white people.
And
Diddy's peers are black people. And black people are going to see Diddy, especially women, are going to look at Diddy as a woman beater.
And I guarantee
his image will not recover from that.
Every woman,
but he's a free woman,
right? For every woman,
he's a free woman beater, but his image will not recover from
his image will recover.
It don't matter if his image recovers because he still makes money behind the scenes.
Exactly.
He's still gonna have business dealings behind the scenes. People are still gonna want to deal with him because he gets money and plus weird.
We'll see.
Yeah, but they just printed some Justin Combs bars on Free Diddy.
Here we go. Here we go.
It says, F the world, critics, and the witness. And later he says, this Bible might come in handy. This rifle might come in handy. That's the bars. That's all they printed.
I got to hear it behind it.
And he repeated the chorus.
Hear Kanye's production.
Yeah, it might be hot. It might be hot. I don't know. This is King Kong.
Look, it's all how you sound, how you ride the beat. I got to hear how you sound on your beat.
Yeah, so... Well, those are the deliberating arguments. So all we do at this point is just wait for a verdict. I don't know if there's like a bet going out on whether he's guilty or not.
There's a bet. That's a bet.
Parlays and shit.
There's a bet. How many days is going to take? What time? And then on top of that,
how much did he rub on his nipples? There's a parlay on that too.
He definitely got a parlay on this.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting.